So right in the middle of Luke chapter 21, this quite long teaching of Jesus about the future. And what he's done is set credibility and confidence that when he says he's going to come back into his world, a future event that hasn't happened yet, that we can be certain what he says is not empty. We know it is absolutely true. And I think what Jesus is trying to do is help us to see the end chapter, if you like, of the story. We're on chapter 3 or chapter 37 or chapter 43 or whatever it might be of a book with 80 or 90 chapters. And he wants us to see the last chapter so we know how to write the story of our life that we're living today. And he doesn't leave us to speculate or fabricate or have a best guess of what living for him looks like. Saturated throughout his teaching here are three markers, three characteristics of what it means to live now in the light of that return of Jesus. I just want to show you those three here and ask you just to pause and reflect on them a little bit. The first is that we are to be witnesses. We are to testify, to speak of, to be representatives of Jesus now in the light of that future event. Look at sentence 13 of Luke 21. It says, "So you will bear witness, or you will bear testimony to me." Then he goes on to say, "Do not worry about what you're going to say in that moment. I'll give you the words," says Jesus. But the point is, we're to be his witnesses. That actually following Jesus today in the light of his great return is not about being silent Christians or hidden Christians or secret Christians. I don't think there's any such thing. It's to be people who are ready to witness about Jesus, people who are ready to talk about Jesus, people who are ready to give a testimony about who Jesus is, to tell our friends, our family, our children, our parents, our work colleagues, people that we might know, people in our sphere of relationship, to help them learn about Jesus as best we possibly can. So number one, we live today as his witnesses in the light of his great return. So the question is quite simple, is who are you talking to about Jesus? Who are you helping meet Jesus in your friendship circle? Because if the answer is no one, then we're living disobediently to Jesus. Secondly, sentence 19 is about enduring and standing firm. Sentence 19 says, stand firm and you will win life. Stand firm. Don't budge away from Jesus. Don't move away from Jesus. Stand firm. Even if the winds shoving against you, pushing against you, are strong and are hard, even if you know this is not your easy life or your best life, that there'd be a better way of living if you went that way, no, stand firm and you will win life. And that command, stand firm, that's how you live today in light of that future moment, comes with a promise just before. It says, not a hair on your head will perish. Not a hair on your head will perish. Doesn't mean not a hair on your head will be pulled or scratched or hurt, but it does mean not a hair will perish. You see the difference? Doesn't mean life won't be hard. Doesn't mean life won't be difficult. It wouldn't say stand firm, would it, if it was all easy? But it means nothing will perish. So first, be witnesses. Second, endure, stand firm. And thirdly, sentence 36, be watchful and be prayerful. It says this, Jesus says this in sentence 36, be always on watch and pray that you'll be able to escape all that is about to happen. And then again he says, and be able to stand firm. So there's a watchfulness. There's a looking around at what Jesus might be doing and praying life into that and following into those spaces. So number one, be a witness. Testify about Jesus. The question is, who are you telling about Jesus to? Number two is stand firm. Don't budge. The question is, where have you moved a little bit away from Jesus because the storm doesn't rage quite so hard just there? Get back to him. Not a hair on your head will perish. And thirdly, be watchful and prayerful. Get your eyes off yourself and look around to see where Jesus is at work. Follow him into that space and pray that he'll use it.